Presenting our national officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Erlindo Eusebio. Second referee, Mr. Daniel Palada. Let's call on our starting lineup from our F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. Let's begin with our team captain. She wears jersey number 2, Abigail Maranyo. At number 3, Ivy Keith Laxina. Wearing jersey number 8, Jolina De La Cruz. At number 9, Kim Fajardo. Wearing jersey number 10, Mary Joy Baron. And at number 13, Kim Kiana D. Starting libero is number 5, Dawn Nicole Macandili Katindig. And head coach, Miss Regine Diego. Calling on our Photon Tornadoes. Team captain, wear jersey number 23, Maria Shaya Adorador. At number 2, Jasmine Nabor. Wearing jersey number 5, Jaila Marie Atienza. At number 7, Seth Marion Rodriguez. Number 14, Nerissa Bautista. And at number 17, Mary Rose DePaul. Starting libero is number 22, Baby Love Barbon. And head coach, Mr. Brian Esquivel. This match is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board.
Well, here are your starters. Start a new way to watch the PVL via the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos a month. And this is match number 23, day 7 of your PVL Invitational Conference. And Mary Rose Daps Dapol will start in this match, including Seth Rodriguez, whom we talked about at the pregame. You go all out. If you're Photon, you're coming from a good feeling, a come from behind win. You want to consolidate that with another one and bring down a big fish dahil nga, sabi nga ni Ayel no pregame, if F2 loses, that's it for their chances.
No, it's gonna be shaky
tougher,
for them.
yes, tougher, right.
Tougher.
Kasi nga, pwede pa natin bilangin 3, 4, 5 sets yung F2, ano?
No, right now, they would want to really take advantage of taking that first slot moving into the semifinals.
And basically, you want your fate in your own hands. And that's what F2 wants by winning today. And hopefully for them, winning in 3 sets. Because obviously, the longer the game goes, that adds to the complication for them.
For F2, a big adjustment here on their side. They're starting their veteran playmaker, Kim Fajardo.
Ivy, Barbon taking it. Back to F2, Kim. The ball unable to get to it. 1-0.
No, we are expecting Majoy Baron also to be given a lot of sets, as she also had a breakout game against Petrogas. 13 big points for her.
She's back, isn't she? Majoy, ano naman yung nasa harap? Majoy, KKD, and Ivy, ang haba, ang tatangkad. As right now, it is 2-1 for F2. Let's go to Alexis Tinsay right now.
Boom and Ayel, you were talking about her just a while ago. Majoy Baron, who scored her conference high of 16 points, told me that for this game, they should not just work hard, but they should also work smart. For the past 2 matches, they've experienced overextended match points. And if they're going to let that be the pattern, they're going to be left drained instead of cleanly finishing up after a few sets, leaving some time for recovery. Their gameplay for today involves running ahead and score so that no amount of error or challenge can change the tide sides of the game. And for today, there should be no room for the foe to be ahead. For today, they aim to get to the semi-finals. And now let's go back to the adrenaline-pumping excitement of this match as the Pilipinas Live app has arrived to supercharge the fun for just 99 pesos. Now let's boomerang back to the panel.
And of course, what Alexis was talking about were those games against Choco Mucho and Petronas Angels. The Choco Mucho game, yes, they won that one, but it took so much out of them because they had to come back from 11-14 and then extend that match to a win, and then to follow that up with the Petrogas heartbreaker of a loss at the end also of that 5th set. So that is draining regardless of whether it was a win or a loss.
No, exactly, and they only had a day to recover from the Choco Mucho game going into the Petrogas game. So physically, that was a lot for the F2 Logistics.
And we have to remember, as Daps gets her first point here, there's also an emotional component there, Ayel. You know that the adrenaline dump, the emotional high and low after a win and after a loss, after a crowd like that, 7,000 one day, 8,000 the next. That all is part of zapping your energy, even if you come up with a win.
But F2 is coming fresh here as they had a week to recover and to prepare.
For a Photon team that is coming off a win in 5 sets. Sinungkit ni Majoy, kept it alive. Jasmine, back set to Nene, rejected. First long rally of the match. Taps again, one-on-one. Back set, KKD! Huli!
No, that set of Hardo was a bit tight. 2 blockers already all over that ball.
Saka yung talon ni Kiana, no?
Going cross-court.
Pakaliwa na, oh. Adjusting. Good start to this match, 4-3. First ball, sets up Majoy. The beauty of the good pass, of a good pass rather.
No, Majoy Baron going to the same zone, the same spot.
4-all. First set. Misreceived. Daps had to adjust, sends it over. Majoy will set it up. Tight set. Chance for F2 to set. Jolina is waiting. Doug. Taps again. Goes long, and it's too long, actually.
Oh, so far, Photon attacking out of system a lot of times.
We all know who that is, and we all know who he's cheering for. Right on, of course, one of those F2 fans here at the Phil Sports Arena. Set back. Bautista on the other side. Set back again. And I mentioned this at the top of the coverage, the blocking of F2.
And so far, it's working well for them, really slowing down the ball, the high-scoring outside hitter on the side of Photon.
6-4. Make that 7-4 as they continue to serve to Adorador.
It's not just the net defense of the F2 Logistics. They're also banking on one of their strengths, which is the service.
Service and blocking, trademark of F2 LaSalle systems as Daps gets that one to go.
A great adjustment on the side of Nabor, putting the ball on the middle with that combination play.
First attack in the middle for her. Nagawan pa ng paraan, pero a free ball will be given to Photon. Jasmine will go for the 1-2. You knew it was coming.
Easy outing for Nabor, a left-handed offensive setter.
Oh, Ivy Perez had a lot of that today earlier. And that tough loss that they had against Akari. Congratulations to Akari pulling off that win. They've had 3 good games here in the Invitational. A couple of losses, tough losses, but good games. which is a good sign for them as Photon ties this match at 7-all.
F2 scrambling on the defense, giving away a couple of free points already to the Photon Tornadoes.
Erlindo Eusebio whistles for the serve. Charles down the line. 8-7 F2. Bingo Plus, the first live streaming bingo in the Philippines. Phil Sports Arena is where we're at and where we'll be all throughout the Invitational. Iron Soledad, Chaku's Behag, behind the F2 bench. They don't know where the camera is, but we know where you are. That's the important thing. Coach Kung Fu. All of these guys, of course, will be here all throughout the day because later on, meron pa tayong Cherry Tigre crossovers, PLDT high-speed hitters. That is a big one. Choco Mucho, Signal HD. That is a big one.
A long day.
And it's an exciting day for the PVL. Nakailalim. Oh, that stinks. There was a block touch. So our first challenge of the day.
We're seeing a fast adjustment on the side of Photon Tornadoes. The ball has been checked on the left pin earlier. The ball putting her a lot in the middle.
Para maiba lang because again, the blocking of it, F2 is one of their weapons. So Daps we thought was underneath the ball. But let's see kung may naka-check. Dumaplis sa kamay. Daps 11 points in the first 3 games. Whoa, that's sharp. 4-finger of the unmistakable hand of Kapitan Abby Maranio.
A great call from Dapol and the coaching staff to ask for the challenge.
Saan ba yung mga advanced stats natin on those hairpins and the number of hairpins?
Hairpin count.
Yes. And look at that. Photon gets the lead, 9-8.
Photon giving F2 own dose of their strength.
Coach Regine, I'm worried about her today. Because this game started at medyo mainit dito sa Phil Sports Arena.
And Coach Regine, again, with a quote, that lucky quote.
Charles gets rejected again. 10-8 Photon.
So far, F2 Logistics being predictable. Always 2 blockers in front of their spikers.
Speaking of the heat, and I say this in all seriousness, as this one, too much heat, too much smoke on that serve of Daps. We hope that it won't, anything, an outside external factor won't play a role in any of the games today because the games should be decided by the players and because these are going to be crucial games. So let's hope that other external factors, regardless whether it's temperature or other things, will not play a role today. That, as much as I joke about, you know, some of the other stuff, yeah, we cannot joke around. Because napakataas ng stakes ngayon.
Exactly.
Ayan, ngayon, 10 all.
No, we want the team to be able to get those wins out of their own control and not, a lot of uncontrollables.
All right. Why heat exhaustion and all of that other stuff? Dawn saw that. Barbon did too. Shaya denied. Shaya again. Fajardo, pop set. Ivy. Ivy, Keith, Laksina.
Ivy Laksina using her strength and her length to get that ball to zone 5.
I love that, partner. Strength and her length. One of the many weapons of this former NU standout. Good serve. Photon struggling. F2 gets the ball back. Abby in. Coach Brian thinks it's out.
There's a challenge by the Photon Tornadoes. Ball in.
So it's 11-10 so far. What a start to this match. Coach Brian Esquivel is very confident.
Every point is important for them.
Oh.
They know that they need to keep up with F2 logistics.
Remember, Photon is out of it already. But they're looking for classification rankings because, again, they're coming back to the PVL. First time as a professional, you want your first stint in the PVL to be a successful one, something to build on in the next stages. That's the reason why our Akari game was so important earlier. As this one is in. Talking about the Akari Jer floor match, by the way, as Brian says, okay, mea culpa. 12-10. Mahirap talaga yan. Jelena from the service area. Free ball basically given to F2. Jelena from the middle, that is out. No check.
Too much power coming from De La Cruz. And again, Photon giving a lot of chance balls to F2 Logistics.
The expression says it all. 11, serving 12. Jai, get us going for this rally. Get now. Third point for Chanabi.
The A-quick of Photon, F2 Logistics rather, has been deadly on the floor defense of the Photon Tornadoes.
Adorador sends it over. Majoy asking for it, that's why.
The out of systems of the Photon Tornadoes, giving those chance balls, and F2 Logistics just maximizing every opportunity given to them.
The forever question of do you trust your coverage or susungkitin mo ba yung bola? That breaks a 6-1 run, by the way.
Always
by
a
F2.
tough call by the middle
Always.
blockers.
Always tempting kasi, no? It's
Yeah.
always tempting to reach for
Especially
it.
when you're tall.
Oy. Scrape of the net, 2-0 run by Photon after a 6-1 run by F2.
F2 Logistics trying to be so aggressive on the net defense.
Also trying to separate themselves, partner, pero hindi nagpapaiwan itong Photon. Open. Mahaba yung palo, sabi ng coaching staff. Dawn is trying to chase, and she does!
Chance ball.
Adorador with a push. Dawn will set. Ivy will spike. Oop. Dawn, makadili, katindig. Does it again.
Don Macandili just always all out in that defense.
Look at her circle around, run, not even look.
And Ivy Laxina finishing that with an off-speed attack.
Siya pa nag-set. The secondary setter. The effort of Dawn is just unbelievable. Every time. There she is again. Barbondo with a great pickup. Dawn again. Ivy. Jasmine reverses to Shaya. Not that time. Pagkatindig. Boy, she's putting on an early highlight reel for herself, isn't she?
Oh, Dawn Makandili Katindig knows that her role is a very crucial in today's game, but great recognition there from Adorador, seeing Makandili Katindig all the way back.
She stepped too early. 15-14. That's going to go out. 16-14. F2 still in the lead.
Watch every set, spike, ding, and block on any device, anytime, anywhere. Download Pilipinas Live and subscribe for a special introductory offer of only 99 pesos a month to enjoy extended pre- and post-game coverage.
Come and watch the best basketball players in the globe and cheer them on live inside the venues. The FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 single game pass is now available for as low as 499 pesos. Get your tickets rather, at SM Ticketnet, or make that SM Tickets, Ticketnet, or Philippines-ticketing.worldcup.basketball. 16-14 is our score, and an all-important match for F2 if they want to make the semis outright. And without any complications. With a week's rest, and to prepare for the Photon Tornadoes, who just came off a come-from-behind victory over the Farm Fresh Foxes.
Oh, Photon would want to play spoilers here and would want to end strong in the pool phase.
They want to be the newsmakers of the day, huh? Being a newsmaker for today is going to be tough dahil napakaraming posible. Over-received. Bautista able to save the play. Kim sets it to the long ball to Majoy, and the struggling Adorador couldn't keep it on play.
Oh, Majoy Baron, an effective option in the offense, targeting different zones already.
Imagine a couple of conferences, she's very limited court time already. If we even saw her at all play, at least. Now, babad na babad ulit. Former UAP MVP. Chance ball.
Ooh.
F2 saw that. Kim, combination! And Seth saw that too.
Oh, Photon trying to pull off a combination play, 3 blockers there, but Photon also recognizing that combination play of the F2 Logistics.
15 serving 17. Kim bump sets to Jolina. What an angle for Jules. Seth saves it. And a chance ball given to F2 with a 2-point lead. Double quick.
Ooh. Oh, the classic double quick of the F2 Logistics. Every time KKD and Majoy Baron are in the front row. No blockers.
Ooh. Hitting practice. They continue to target Shaya on the receive. No saving that ball this time. Photon continues to hang on as Maji Mangulagnan runs to the court to serve for Nene Bautista, which means she will also set, and that will turn Jasmine Nabor to her old position of striker. And yung flexibility ni Coach Brian.
Advantage for Photon Tornadoes, but Abby Maranyo with her classic slide attack.
And the classic reaction afterwards.
A couple of clean hits already on the side of the F2 Logistics. Oh, that combination play created a lot of space in the blocking of the Photon Tornadoes.
Perfect landing. Stuck the landing. Nabor will send it over with a tip. That's a smart play by Jelena. Separation here. Biggest lead at 4, and Coach Brian will call time.
Kung hindi ka tutuloy, pwede ka kumuha ng short ball. Yun yung cover na sinasabi ni Coach Ani. Ngayon, lumalayo yung score, tip ball, atake, tutok tayo doon sa tao natin. Para alam natin yung nangyayari sa loob ng court. Focus tayo doon sa bola. Ha? Minsan sa tao lang tayo nakatingin, hindi natin tinitingnan yung action. Kung saan ba manggagaling, saan ba pupunta. Ha? Para naka-ready tayo. Hadap. Pasa muna tayo, pasa. Tawag niyo ano dito.
Atake 3!
Coach Brian, they're reminding the players that eyes on the ball, they really need to react well because after Logistics has found the hole in their defense pattern.
Not just to watch the players, you know, but watch how the play develops also. Good serve by D. An over ball. And Jasmine Nabor puts it away.
Oh, Photon with momentum here right now. Donna Candili read that well, but didn't get into the ball in the perfect time.
Ooh. That's gonna hurt.
Oh, costly error there on the side of Photon Tornadoes.
The timing too. Because now they are 4 points away from taking set number 1. And easing a bit of pressure because the pressure is on them to win this match. What a serve! Shaya with an angle. It's a great attack by Shaya Dorador. Who, by the way, we did not mention in pregame. We talked about the 28 of taps, the 13 of set. She did have 24 points in that win against Farm Fresh, averaging 16 a game. Really, siya naman talaga ngayon ng go-to na itong
Exactly.
Photon. I'm glad that Jelena wasn't hurt there.
Shaya Dorador has embraced that role as a team captain and as a leader in terms of scoring.
Ivy. Shaya saw that. Maji. Suporta. And they get the support and they send it over for a free ball, and Abby puts it away. What a dive by May Luna. Playing against some of her former teammates too.
Oh, we're seeing a lot of effort in the floor defense from both teams. May Luna trying to get a second touch of that ball.
Timeout by Coach Brian here. 20-18. It's back to a 4-point lead.
Hindi na umatake ng malakas yung kalaban natin. Ang ginagawa na lang, ilalagay-lagay na lang. Dinadaya nila, papakita, tatalo ng todo, tapos ilalagay-lagay lang ang bola. Ngayon, kailangan, hindi tayo maratel sa likod. Kanina, naratel yung depensa natin sa likod. Hindi malaman kung sino depensa sa zone 5, sa zone 6. Kailangan, magpasok, pusak-pusak agad. Ha? Oo. Apat lang yan, apat lang. Kailangan natin yun. Pagkain ba natong tip? Ha? Okay. Para nakakagalaw tayo.
22-18, yes, partner.
Coach Brian there saying that F2 has already adjusted their offense, going for replacement shots. So Photon will need to move faster and be more organized in the defense pattern.
F2 ahead by 4. Sharp serve by Abby. Saved by Barbon. Chance ball for F2. That's a great sell by Majoy. That opened up the lane for Ivy.
And you can't have one blocker on Ivy Laxina, especially when you're closing her down the line, because her strength really is in the cross-court attack.
Yun din sinasabi ni Coach Brian kanina na nadadala sila sa yung body language, yung aggression ng pasok. Yung pasok ni Majoy doon sa gitna na napepeke talaga sila.
So convincing.
Super convincing. May facial expression pa kasi eh. Ayan eh. Bentang 20. 24-18. 6 set points. F2. Unable to finish here. That's rejected by Majoy. And F2 takes set number 1. 25-18. You're watching the PVL Invitational Conference 2023 on the Pilipinas Live app. As low as 99 pesos per month. Earlier today, Akari winning in 5 grueling sets against Jerflor. That was match 22. Later on, match 24, Choco Mucho and Signal HD Spikers. And then Cherry Tigo and PLDT high-speed hitters, all high stakes for the PVL Invitational. But first, the business at hand is the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers versus Photon Tornadoes. Very good first set, Ayel. Bumitaw sa dulo lang ang F2.
Exactly. Both teams starting well, had excellent effort in the floor defense, but for F2 Logistics, it was really their service and their net defense being in sync, putting Photon Tornadoes and out of system a lot of times, giving them a difficult time to convert, as they only scored 9 in attacks versus the 16 of F2 Logistics. Both teams having a good blocking day, getting those good touches, 5 blocks for Photon, 4 for F2 Logistics. Both teams with a good service, but then F2 Logistics really challenging the first ball of the Photon Tornadoes. Both teams also limiting their errors. 4 for Photon and just 3 for F2 Logistics.
Kaya natin nasabi maganda yung laro. Ang baba din ng errors, ano? It's not one of those games where it was really decided by the errors. It was decided by attacking and blocking. And F2 getting the advantage there, especially at the end, to pull away from the Photon Tornadoes. Again, F2 trying to bounce back from their 5-set heartbreak against the Petrogas Angels, who came up big with Gretzel Sotones and the 31 points that she had. Actually, 4 players in double figures in that game for Petrogas, including the 20 for Jonas Sabete. Ganun din naman yung, apat din naman yung umiscore sa F2 in that game in double figures. He had 15 by Ivy, as you mentioned. Jolina De La Cruz had 10. Majoy Baron, as you mentioned, at 16. And Kim Kianadi with 12. But that was a loss. Today, they want to win and step into the semifinals. And again, it's about getting better every conference. And they're coming off their first podium finish in the PVL last conference after, having really a tough time in previous
Struggling in the previous conferences.
With injuries, nag-leave of absence pa, diba? So they've got great momentum. And they want to continue talking about F2, a very proud franchise, as Carly Hernandez makes her appearance here for Photon as we begin the second set here on Pilipinas Live and on One Sports and One Sports Plus.
No, Photon has found a way to slow down Kiana D, the top scorer of this F2 Logistics.
Only 2 points so far. They were led by the 6 of Laxina and Baron. That's a tough first ball. Bumalik sa kanila. Fajardo will choose Ivy on the opposite side and somebody scraped the net. One all. Coach Reg and the battery of coaches behind her. And much has been said about the teamwork of coaches in terms of just, coaching games, but timeouts and challenges. There's a reason why there are many of them in different teams. Baka yung mga namimiss ng isang coach na kikita ng isa. Good reaction by Carly. And naman! It's like a replay of that first set play. 2-1 for F2 as we go to Alexis Tinsay.
Boom and Ayel, Photon team captain Shaya Adorador told me that she is embracing the team spirit on and off the court as the leader of the pack. She said that despite them only being together for more than a month, with the unplanned friendship chemistry among all of them led them to celebrate the small wins and appreciate the losses. Even having tapa for breakfast all together last match and having Taylor Swift karaoke a while ago really makes their Barkada Fest really something to root for on the court and also outside. And more than that, the Pilipinas Live is ready to elevate the excitement to unprecedented levels. Don't miss out on this opportunity for only 99 pesos per month. Now let's return to the panel for these two teams who aren't backing down.
You had me at Tapa or Taylor. Either of the two.
Great way to bond.
But in all seriousness, and that's a great point that Alexis has reminded us that this team was really formed at short notice.
And a great point also that the chemistry isn't only developed while playing inside the court, but the effort to really come together outside is an important factor as well.
Great attack by Jolina De La Cruz.
Jolina De La Cruz seeing the gap and maximizing the gap in between the blockers. So 4 points for her already.
4-2. Seems like F2 isn't starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm here. And just as I say that, of course,
they're actually committing errors on the service line because they're trying to serve hard. To make sure that if they don't get a point, they put Photon out of system.
And speaking of out of system, the ball. Captain Dig takes it in the chest. The ball opens up to Daps, goes over the blockers. Kim opens up to Jaws. Sent back by the block of Jai Atienza.
Jai Atienza has also come out as a great blocker in this conference.
Kailangan lang minsan talaga, as you know, pagkakataon, Minsan you get a
Playing
good
time,
break,
opportunity.
good team, a team that needs you. And on cue, Jai back-to-back points, and they take over the lead.
So far, Jai Atienza with a great net defense. Still no adjustment on the coverage of F2 Logistics.
Better first ball there, which sets up deep. And when she gets a perfect pass, that is a tough ask to defend.
No, better pass, a faster play. As we see that a big gap in between the blockers.
Coming through is KKD, averaging 17 points in this invitational. Nabor has to chase. Dawn puts it over. 5-all. Too low. Kim, high up to Jelena, rolls it to the other side. Pipe attack. Classic Kim Foster.
One of the taller setters here in the league.
Does it with one hand, does it with two hands.
The timing was perfect also.
She holds it till the last second too. Just so to fake you off.
Service.
6-5. F2 back in command. That's a better set for Jai. But great coverage there by F2. Laksina uses the net. I gotta call for a foot fault. I believe there was a foot fault, IL, but at least in real time, Coach Yanni,
Challenge number 5. Foot fault.
our 5th challenge already.
Coach Reg also looking at the coaching staff after nodding, saying that they might have been a foot fault.
Photon obviously will lose that point if the challenge is unsuccessful because they were not able to get the ball up. But again, in a situation like that, you have to call the challenge right away. For the referees to allow the play to stop. Erlinda Eusebio, our first referee. Daniel Palada, our second referee. Waiting for the foot fault challenge from the Ivy Laksina pipe attack. F2 looking to win to enter the semis. And just enjoy the matches later on in the afternoon instead of complicating their lives.
They have the biggest advantage right now. They just need this win to be in the semis.
Mahirap tignan yan. Parang hindi rin.
Too close, but challenge unsuccessful.
Millimeter.
Something that only the cameras can see clearly.
Because we thought there was, no? There was like a little step, but you know nga. Cameras won't lie. Well, IL doesn't also, so just to clarify. 7-5. You've been saying that IL, nakikita na nila sa gitna na binadaan yung bola para kay Dapol. 8-5, F2.
Good afternoon, PVL fans. We are live here at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City with the Tornadoes going against the Cargo Movers who are eyeing their semi-finals ticket. And you know what, PVL fans? There is nothing like getting your first win here in the season. And let's take a look at how Photon got their first victory last Saturday as Daps Dapple was hailed player of the game. The entire team was in a festive mood after that hard-fought victory. They're looking to recreate that winning feeling again today against F2. And now going back to the second set, how well are they doing now in terms of floor defense?
Thank you. Thank you muna, Ai.
Lot to celebrate for the Photon Tornadoes. And that's Dapol, as we have been raving about her with a breakout performance. A game like that, Ayel, you know, whatever your position, whether you're a setter or, you know, a game sometimes like that, it just opens up so many things because of the confidence that
Exactly.
it gives you.
And especially for Dapol, who actually came off the bench in that first set.
Tama.
And performed well and started in the rest of the set in that game.
I mean, 28 points is nothing to sneeze at. That is not an easy thing in the PVL. I mean, you're talking about like the Gretzels, the Sapetes, the
Cici
Cicis,
Rondina.
right? Another save from Dawn. Oh, it makes it. It makes it. That is a wild play.
Again, your great effort on the side of Don Makandili Katindig.
Look at the determination on her face.
Not letting any balls go.
And her instinct to bounce back right away and come back into play. That's years and years of training and sliding and diving. Years of repetition. And it's not just spikes that can,
Exactly.
diba, parang fire up a team. It's something like that, a defensive play. I used to joke when she was in college na, you know, LaSalle has to provide her with spa gift certificates every game after the game.
Well deserved.
Yung pampering day. There she is again, keeps it in play. Back set, pipe attack.
Ooh.
Dawn again. Cholita. Schultz will try the off speed. Long rally here. Luna puts it away.
Nails it in. 6.
What a sequence. What a game.
So May Luna beating the blockers in
Yeah.
that sequence. Making sure she hits that ball before Fajardo and Maraño closes that block.
Bitin na bitin yung habol ni Abby. And May Luna knew it.
Oh, but both teams really just showing excellent floor defense.
6 serving 10. Biggest lead is 5. The dive by Nanette. She could not keep it in play though. By the way, Joe Fernandez has now checked in for F2. I think KKD had to go out for a while and go to the locker room quickly. She was running to the locker room. As the aforementioned Cici Rondina. 14 points, 19 points, 28 points, 29 points in 4 games as a professional, quote-unquote, rookie.
Rookie.
Dawn! Nabor! That drops out.
But the effort of Don Makandili Katindig to keep them alive in all the rallies. It's just again, impressive is an understatement.
Yung coaching staff, sobrang sanay na makita yan.
Yeah, but
They don't
Adorador,
even react anymore when these things
exactly.
happen.
But Adorador there, a
Smart.
smart play.
7 serving 11. The Tornadoes proving to be very pesky, but Kim proves to be very wily.
Kim Fajardo there, outsmarting the floor defense of Photon Tornadoes again.
Sinilip partner sinilip muna Nakita na niya
No, and this can be a problem for the Photon Tornadoes. Kim Fajardo being an offensive option as well.
Amazingly, that is. Second point for Kim Fajardo. 12-8. See KKD running back to the court. Be back soon for sure. Penny Ivy, ako muna. Now, we hear the coaches, they always, when they talk about Ivy, it's always the long, long hits. But when she gets the
Perfect set.
Yeah.
It's the height, the length, the power, the angle.
That's not long at all.
No, an angle only the taller spikers and the lengthy spikers can go to.
Off the arms of Julina. From the Seth Rodriguez push. 9 serving 13 in the service area will be the captain.
Team captain, serving for FOTON.
Good serve by the captain. That is her 4th point, her first ace of the match.
Dorador targeting Jolina De La Cruz here. Oh, great serve there.
That's also her first ace of the season, of the conference rather. Go back to Julina. Luna, that's it. Always been a heavy-handed swing hitter. I think si May Luna.
Oh, May Luna having the hot hands here in the Photon Tornadoes.
But another challenge here.
Challenge number 1, ball in, ball out.
First challenge of set number 2. It looked like real time the ball went down, that spin guided the ball down to the ball, but the assistant coaches of F2 who had a better view, they were right along the eye line of that end line. Felt that may have been millimeters long.
The same assistant coaches who had that great impact against Chocomucho.
Not this time.
Clearly, the ball went in.
That spin. Can't win all the challenges. That's just the fact of life. They continue to target Julina. Ooh, swabit. Si May Luna in her block attempt on her way up.
Oh, but that was a great set from Kim Fajardo. It was an open block on the side of Ivy Laxina.
Myla Pablo coming in for Jolina De La Cruz here. First appearance from Myla. Good serve.
An effective service there from Ivy Laxina.
2 aces today, 2 aces in the tournament.
And they've been very disciplined in targeting Adorador.
First 2 aces of the Invitational coming in this game. Seth launches one.
A faster play this time coming from Nabor. Choosing Seth Rodriguez.
15-12.
Seth Rodriguez, serving for FOTON.
Chocomucho waiting in the wings. Gotta love CC and her energy and her just general disposition. You know? Parang walang stakes yung game mamaya.
You would want her to be on your team.
Yeah, you do.
There's a challenge.
And there has been that long wait really for her to make her indoor comeback and her pro debut, and boy, is the wait worth it. Just for volleyball fans in general, to watch her again. Another challenge here at the 15-12 mark of our second set. F2 ahead by 3 and ahead by a set.
We're seeing more challenges in this set.
again, because very important for very different reasons. Photon wanting to play spoilers here in this match. Yes. Natuwa si Coach Brian, nakakuha siya ng isa.
And just 2 points for Photon to close this gap.
Seth will get us going for this rally with that sharp serve. Good first ball. Deliver by Majoy. 16-13 F2. Experience a new way to feel the heart of volleyball. Watch every set, spike, dig, and block on any device, anytime, anywhere, via the Pilipinas Live app. Download now and subscribe for only 99 pesos a month. We greet everyone watching through the app and watching through One Sports. Second game of our crucial quadruple header. Well, everything ends today prior to finding out our semi-final cast. There will be no extensions of this. It will all be decided today, whether outright or by quotient. Yun pang hindi natin alam, as we see Jazz so far today.
Jazz Nabor with 4 points and 6 excellent sets.
And we have 2 very offensive-minded setters today as another ace. That is the 3rd. Oh, sorry, that's Majoy Baron with the ace.
Oh, but F2 Logistics staying consistent in the service line. Oh, still going to Adorador.
By the way, that is the 4th ace of the year of the conference for Majoy Baron.
Niegos with her first point there, perfectly avoiding the block of Maraño.
Open to Myla. Woo! Well, hello. Nice of you to join us, Myla Pablo. Tinuro pa si yung bench nila. I think he was joking with Jelena de la Cruz.
No, Myla Pablo there. Okay. Nothing new, just seeing the gap, going for the gap.
Oh, ayan.
Ganun daw dapat.
Oh, and that drops out. Good point for Photon.
A great decision from May Luna also to let that ball go.
Good decoy play by Niegos. 18-15. Make that 15-18. May Luna coming off the bench today. Bump set. Pablo adjusting. There's nothing like watching the game in the venue.
Exactly.
And seeing all the other reactions of whether people are teammates or opponents. It's still ongoing right now. 19-15. Let's listen to Coach Brian.
Catch shot lang ang ginagawa. Nakahiga agad tayo tapos nakapasok tayo dyan. Kailangan pumesto tayo dito sa pupwestuhan natin. Hindi pwedeng pababayaan lang natin, malaglag ang bola, dahan-dahan. Galaw tayo. Ang pinapractice natin, depensa, gagalaw dito. Di ba? Hindi higaan ang bola. So, 4 lang yan. Pasa muna ulit tayo. Atake tayo. Diskarte.
Hey, team! Foton!
Coach Brian there with some reminders on their defense pattern, because in the previous rally, Myla Pablo going for that cut shot in zone 1, but no one was there. No one even attempted to go for that defense.
You know, sometimes when you listen to these coaches, like Coach Brian was saying, nakahiga na tayo, hindi pa pumapalo. Those are sometimes when you hear stuff like that, parang they're getting ready for something aggressive already. And kinakat shot lang sila in the last couple of plays. In the meantime, a counter here by Niegos na batukan pa. Pumuntos na.
No, but Niegos has been effective in the middle. A couple of points for her in the previous rallies.
16 serving 19. It's not a done deal yet for F2. Abby with a short slide. Luna with a dig. Dug up again by Katindig. Long ball, too long.
Myla Pablo trying to go for the hands of the blocker.
They're going to call for a timeout, Coach Regis. She doesn't like what she's seeing. There's 2 straight points that they gave away.
Score. Baka nakakalimutan niyo. Di ba yun din yun? Okay? Ayun. So, isang receive, isang save, isang patay. Kayo. Understand? Yun lang yung gusto ko. Yun lang kailangan natin. Tandaan. Pag dumikit, mas mahirapan kayo. Kailangan yun, dos na agad. More aggressive. Okay? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Mover.
Niniguro si Coach Reg. Mga naman, you know, pag pinadikit pa yung kalaban. I think that's one of the lessons learned from the last game too. And I'm sure some previous matches, you know, you give confidence to a team that is supposed to be below you. You give them the window to score some points on you. You never know what's going to happen. They've been on both ends of that also, di ba, Hel? Both the comeback and giving it away.
You can't really relax no matter who you're facing this conference.
Laksina Binitin. Boy, when she finally develops full-fledged open hitter, like with real strong hits and accuracy and perfect timing, that's going to be tough to stop.
She's going to be unstoppable.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to stop. Kasi ngayon nakikita mo pa, Ayel, ano pa eh, di ba? Yung
some hesitations as well.
Nag-adjust pa.
Na even the control. Oh, but she's showing so much promise in that outside hitter position.
It is scary. It is a scary proposition. And by the way, great timeout by Coach Reg after that. 2 straight points. F2 with some separation. Yun ang gusto niya. Humiwalay ng konti. Maji. Jasmine going for the angle, but it's too much. 22-15 now as F2. A timeout, I think, will be called by Coach Brian here.
Patakawin niyo ng malakas na lang. Huwag niyo iiwas sa block. Iiwas niyo sa block eh.
It's now or never.
Okay lang yan, okay lang yan. May pasa naman tayo. Ngayon, pagkalawin mo yung gitna. Kasi ang nangyayari, oy, Maji, ang nangyayari, may play nga tayo, pero hindi naman nagkukumit sa middle yung blocker nila. Bakit? Hindi mo binibigyan eh. Bigyan mo ng bigyan. Ha? Go!
Well, my partner mentioned this at pregame. The middles should play an important role because of the blocking, especially for F2. And Coach Brian calling out Maji. Mangulabnan there to give some balls sa gitna.
Yeah, you want to activate your middles to create more spaces for your wing attackers. Coach Brian also saying they need more power in their attacks.
Laksina safely dipping it with that height of hers, giving them the biggest lead of the match at 6 points, 23-17. They're going to call for a net touch challenge. I don't think there was there. I think it was very safe for Ivy, but you never know what the camera catches, especially on the way down. If you're Coach Brian, you throw the kitchen sink right now to try to extend this match. Still time, of course, if you're watching us on the Pilipinas Live app. Or in One Sports, there is a major doubleheader still to come. Choco Mucho Flying Titans, Signal HD Spikers, Cherry Tigo Crossovers, PLDT High-Speed Hitters. Daanan mo lang quick yung importansya ng dalawang game na yan.
Now, if F2 wins their game right now, they will take that one slot in the semifinals. So for Signal and Chocomucho, whoever wins will take the other slot. But for Pool A, you have a Creamline already in the semifinals. So it's gonna be PLDT or Cherry Tigo who can take that last slot. So a lot at stake in our games this afternoon.
Remember, 4 teams, 2 per pool. And then, of course, our teams from Vietnam and Japan will join us in the next phase. Chance ball here for F2 to go up. 7. And 7 is the number of set points provided by Majoy Baron, who, by the way, is now at 9 points in this match. They are led by Laxinas 12. Majoy had 16. Actually, the 2 leading scorers did in the last game. Ano?
A lot of basic plays coming from F2 Logistics, but very effective on their side.
It's a great serve by Abby. Rodriguez able to change the outcome there.
This is what Coach O'Brien has been asking for. Middles being activated.
CJ Wu, by the way, comes in for F2. 1 set point save. The chase. May sends it over. Another chance for F2 here. And Majoy Baron scores her 10th point, and more importantly, gives F2 a 2-0 lead here against the Photon Tornadoes. They're looking to not only bounce back after a tough loss, but more importantly, step into the semifinals. You're watching the PVL on Pilipinas Live. Deja Vu, 25-18, 25-18 after 2 sets. Hey, by the way, new streaming experiences also await via the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. So, just like in the first set, and F2 with some separation towards the end.
Now for F2 Logistics, not a lot of power in their offense in that second set, but more of placements, but it has been effective on their side. Now again, it's their net defense and their serving as well. They've been very disciplined in targeting Adorador, putting her in out of system, slowing her down, making her work more, but for the Photon Tornadoes, they need to be organized in that defense pattern to get that first good touch of the ball and to convert even more, because a lot of adjustments here is done on the side of the F2 Logistics. Now we see some improvement on the attacking department for the Photon Tornadoes. They have now 11 against the 16 of F2. lesser number on the side of both teams actually in terms of blocking. But again, F2 Logistics staying consistent on the service line. 3 aces for them against 1 of Photon. And both teams still limiting their errors.
Yeah, still for the second straight set, we had 3 and 4 earlier. Now 4 and 5. That's great in terms of the quality. But the F2 just showing a little more experience, and especially towards the end, a little more organization. The organization coming from that girl, of course, Kim Fajardo, who started today and has not relinquished the setting duties. We haven't seen Aragalang yet. Depends, I suppose, on what's going to happen here in set number 3. Photon came from behind against the Farm Fresh Foxies in their previous game. As we see the new additions, Alba, Joe Fernandez, who had some court time earlier. Arian Alba, who has been the steady starter for F2 in the opening games here in the PVL Invitational 2023. And as Alexis Tinsay mentioned, the newly formed Photon Tornadoes giving a good account of themselves here in this tough Pool B.
But F2 here, a bit in a comfortable position. They're 2 sets up. They're just 1 set away from moving into the semifinals. But again, Photon Tornadoes came from a win wherein it was a come-from-behind win against Farm Fresh.
An old coach of mine used to say, "Do not use the word comfortable around me hanggat hindi pa tapos ang laro."
So F2 here can't relax because, again, Photon would still want to play as spoilers.
KKD is back in the lineup, by the way, after her little respite earlier. CJ Wu will open up. Papahingayin muna yung katawan ni Don. Back set, Shaya over the block. Luna stopping that ball. Rodriguez guiding it to the other side. Bump set to Ivy. Long ball. Ronquillo. And the hit out from France. Speaking of Alexis Tinsay, let's go back to her right now.
Boom and Ayel, kapag strong yung coach, strong yung foundation. Yun ang sabi sa akin kanina ni Ivy Lacsina regarding Coach Reg Diego, who never gets angry, who's always cool and collected to calm the girls under the game pressure, to breathe and to apply what they've already practiced as veterans. Walang sasayangin na oras ngayon. And ayon kay Ivy, malaking tulong din ang holistic condition nila as a team with their nutrition, habits, and body discipline. Now that's an advantage for them given the back-to-back games. And let's not forget, we can watch the Cargo Movers in their exciting matchups in the Pilipinas Live app for only 99 pesos per month. Back to you, Boom and Ayel.
And again, no stranger to Ivy Lacsina. Coach Reg, of course, involved with the high school girls of NU. Know them very, very well. 2-1 is the score. Hernandez will give a free ball to F2. Rodriguez saw that one coming.
Rodriguez definitely read that ball well. Jumping on the right timing to close down Majoy Baron. All angles close for her.
1-on-1. Seth will go back to the service area. 2-all, 2 love for F2. This received. Atienza, oof. Their shaky second ball. So F2 tries to take advantage, and they do. Binalikan kagad si Majoy.
And Majoy Baron definitely has the biggest advantage in terms of height and length. 12 points for her already. We're not seeing a lot of power again. Just a perfect placement, some power tips, but very effective on the side of F2 Logistics.
9 attacks, 1 block, couple of aces for Majoy. Luna in the middle. No injury, says Abby.
But this play hasn't been effective for the past 2 sets for the Photon Tornadoes.
No matter who.
No matter who the outside hitter is in the front row. It's been well read by the net defense of F2.
They tried that with Daps. Now they tried it mid-May. And Abby has been sending those balls back.
And again, they've been targeting Shaya Adorador.
5-2, 7 points for Maraño.
Nating sundan ng palo to. Tapos pag bumalik ang bola, ano, sisipahin na lang natin.
Sige lang, go lang.
Trabaho pa tayo. Sabi ko sa inyo, enjoy nyo itong mangyayari dito sa loob ng court. Masyado kasi kayong seryoso, hindi na tama yung ginagawa nyo. Ha? Hanapin muna uli natin sarili natin. Papa muna uli tayo. Lamang ng 3 kalaban. Ha? Para makatake tayo. Muna.
Hey team! Foton!
Coach Brian there wants them to loosen up and enjoy the game.
Parang naging tight na nga sila, no? Sometimes some teams get more relaxed knowing that there's nothing to lose. Sometimes some teams tighten up. Ronquillo off a timeout.
Franz Ronquillo, also another impact player on the side of the Photon Tornadoes.
3 serving 5. The chase by Kim. To her katukayo. D says there was a check. So block touch challenge for F2 here.
There's a challenge on the floor by the F2 Logistics Cargo.
May Luna admitting to Pianity in front of us that there was actually a block touch, but let's see what the camera sees.
Here's the thing about volleyball. You can admit it or not, it won't matter when the challenge is on. Wala naman tayong green card.
Exactly.
But among friends, it won't change or alter the call. But the admission by her former teammate. Just confirmed by our challenge assistant. 6-3. KKD. May. Ivy knew where it was going, just couldn't keep it up.
Oh, but smart play from May Luna, choosing the smaller blocker in the front row.
Yun pa pala, no, Ayel, her conversion into this outside hitter has given her more responsibilities from a defensive standpoint too.
And the passing responsibilities as well.
Wow, what a counter. That's her advantage. That's what she likes to do. Nabor. 6 points.
That first pass also, that first dig perfectly went to Jazz Nabor, and she just knew what to do, going for that 1-2 play.
Good timeout by Coach Brian. Come back here, 5-6. This one sails out though. 7-5 is our score.
Correction, the score is 7-5.
Milo Pablo, the service area with a 2-point lead for F2.
Serving for F2 Logistics.
Chaya's too high on that one. Now it is 8-5, technical timeout with F2. Come and watch the best basketball players in the globe and cheer them live inside the venues. FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 single game pass is now available for as low as 499 pesos. Get your tickets at SM Tickets, Ticketnet, or Philippines-tickets.worldcup.basketball. Boom Gonzalez, Aiel Estañero, Alexis Tinsay, your panel for this second game of our quadruple header today. We'd like to welcome you to the game. Thanks for watching on Pilipinas Live as Shaya Adorador with the kill. 6 points only for Shaya Adorador. I say that in the context of her averaging 16 a game.
No, exactly. So far, F2 Logistics really finding a way to slow her down and making her work, especially in the defense.
No whistle yet from Erlindo Eusebio. There's the whistle. Now you have 8 seconds to serve officially after that. Slide. Good pickup by May. Shaya babied it. Nailang, kala niya may sasabay na dalawang blocker.
And Coach Brian pointed out earlier, he wants more power from the attacks of his players because they're trying to find a way to slow things down, to go for placements, but it hasn't been so effective on their end.
Sinabi niya dun sa kaninang timeout, ano? Hampasin lang. No tomorrow.
You would want to challenge the net defense of F2.
That's a tough set. No entry, says Ivy. Today, 13 points. Ivy Laxina.
Now again, a tip coming from Photon, easily blocked by F2 Logistics.
Taps his back. Ooh, swooping in is the lefty Jasmine Nabor.
Jas Nabor taking control of that point.
Jasmine Nabor serving for Fulton.
7 serving 10. Ivy for her 14th point, averaging 11.25 in the PVL Invitational.
That was a great set from Kim Fajardo. Looked like she was going for Majoy Baron there, leaving Ivy Laxina just with one blocker.
Sharp serve by Kim. Back set to KKD. Oh, tumiklop pa yung katawan. That's a perfect set for Kiana.
Majoy Baron being able to slow that ball down. Perfect pass, perfect set, and perfect finish from KKD.
The approach. Chance ball. 5-point lead. Open. Ivy. Carly to France. Nobody going for it. Over ball by Myla Pablo.
A chance here for Photon to get some momentum.
8 serving 12. Barbon was there. Oh, but Photon unable to convert.
Ivy Laxina showing some good ball control there, just tipping that ball behind the blockers.
Ivy Laxina serving for F2 Logistics.
Leading scorer for both teams. 15 so far today. Look at the numbers. Hey! Bawal lang magkahiyaan sa volleyball, sabi nila, di ba?
Communication error there between Dapol and Hernandez.
Good target by Ivy, right in the middle. Obviously, more on the side of Carly on that one.
habang hindi nakaka 25 points siya, hindi pa tapos ang laban, marami pang pwedeng mangyari. Ngayon, doblehin natin ang effort natin para manalo tayo.
Hey, team!
This match is the biggest lead of any set earlier at 6.
Coach Brian pointing out na hindi pa tapos ang laban, still would want to see the effort from his players.
By the way, that was his second timeout already, partner. So from here on in, the players have to deal with it on their own, or maybe some challenges here and there to kind of simulate the timeout, as the blocking of F2 has been on point today.
F2 Logistics, again, very disciplined in their net defense, making sure they get that point from that first touch of their defense.
They are 10 points away from barging into the semifinals and joining Creamline, the only team that is safe. Jasmine to May. A touch on the net by Majoy, called by Daniel Palada, our second referee. Bingo Landicho won't come in for Photon Tornadoes. She's usually, yes, a libero, but not today, not for Photon, as the attack from Myla Pablo gets them to 16-9 and the biggest lead of the match. F2 seems to be coasting here in this set number 3. They really don't want a repeat of the last 2 games.
They've learned their lesson.
Well, you know, it takes 2 to tango, as they say. And they were pushed to 5 sets, not by their liking, but because of their opponents, Petrogas and Chocomucho. And the quality of those matches were just,
Exactly.
it's just so good. And that's not to say anything about Photon, but a team that is barely a month old, with a win, by the way, here in the Invitational. But now they are slowly getting outclassed and outmatched by a superiorly talented naman, to be fair, F2
Exactly.
Logistics team. But F2 did have pressure here coming into this game to win. And as Ayel pointed out, they wanted to win in 3 sets to avoid any kind of complication.
And you know, for that also, they would want to finish in 3 sets to get more recovery and resting time
That's a good point.
going into the semifinals.
Right. Good slide by Majoy. The adjustment by Myla Pablo. Was it Ivy who set? Parang si Ivy pa nga yata yung nag-set. Let's check that play again if we can. Yes, it was. Bump set.
Perfect set also. And Myla Pablo has been very efficient since she was put in.
Quiet daw, quiet.
Basic plays for Myla Pablo.
Ginagawa ko na to eh. Lagi ko ginagawa to eh. 99 is the score and May Luna is not giving up.
Now, May Luna challenging the blockers of F2 Logistics, Abby Maranyo and Kiana D.
4 points for her. And Bautista with that sharp serve.
A much needed point there on the side of Photon Tornadoes.
Bautista, 11 serving, 19. Myla receiving, then spiking. Oh, miss hit there by Pablo.
Myla Pablo trying to go sharp cross, trying to avoid the blockers.
12-19. Another Pablo receive. Nabitin, pero napaganda para kay Abby.
Just a good touch from Abby Maranyo, slowing things down unintentionally there.
KKD will move out. Mars Alba comes in. Kim Varda will move out. Joe Fernandez checks in. Mga awardees in the last UAP Season 85. Individual awardees. Best setter and finals MVP lang naman.
Then the best opposite in Joe Fernandez.
Opposite spiker. And a free point to be given to F2 here. A rotation error. Coach Brian not contesting it.
Service. Alba.
Nag-agawan si May at si Carly.
No, Mars Alba also one of the lethal servers.
Always been in the UAP. Chance ball. 22-12. And the best opposite. Spiker of the UAP announces her re-entry. Pumasok na siya kanina. But this time, sinetapan siya.
Alba and Fernandez here showing some good connection.
Pump set to Luna. Luna rolls it to the other side. Mars chooses Myla, and Myla chooses violence on that swing for 12 match points. Appearance for Myla Pablo. That will be her 6th point off the bench. One match point save.
Another smart play coming from Jas Nabor.
So Adorador will come back in here for Dapol. May Luna. Woo. Abby with a tip. Jasmine again. Ivy tinuro si Myla, but set was off. Very smart by Jasmine Nabor.
Again, Jas Nabor with a smart play, taking good control of the second ball.
May Luna. 2 match points saved. Short slide, and that will do it as Abby Maranyo puts it away. not only that, she secures a semi-final slot for her team with that 9th point and the short slide.
And also the injection of Mars Alba and Joel Fernandez, giving them that 5-1 run.
So a sigh of relief for the F2 fans, IL, after this 3-set win.
Oh, definitely. They are already into the semifinals. They will need to wait who will enter the semifinals for the Pool A and Pool B, as only one slot is left for 2 pools.
And we'll talk more about that in a bit. In the meantime, relive this game and all PVL games and stories anytime, anywhere on the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. We'll take a break. We'll be back to wrap this baby up. Back inside the Phil Sports Arena as they slowly clear out the people for the afternoon and evening sessions here in the Invitational. But first, a 3-set, straight sets, no complications win by F2 over the Photon Tornadoes. 25-18, 25-18, and 25-14. At para sa F2, they were led by the 16 points of Ivy Lacsina and the 12 of our player of the game, Majoy Baron, with Alexis Tinsay.
Boom and Ayel, here with me is player of the game, F2 Logistics Cargo Mover, Majoy Baron. Congratulations! And you know what? 3 straight sets. That was a clean sweep. How did you guys go from fighting lengthy battles into this? At one point in time, nyo naisip na hindi na namin ito papaabutin ng 5 sets.
Of course, we know this is our ticket to semis, kaya kailangan straight sets talaga. Coming into this game, yung mindset talaga namin is to be aggressive. And yun nga, yung sense of urgency, kailangan nandun. And lumabas naman.
At pinag-usapan natin yun kanina, Majoy. I talked to you a while ago. You shared to me about your team's pure determination. And ngayon nga, sinabi mo, nasa semifinals na kayo. What do you feel?
I feel very happy. Siyempre, short league to lang to and every game counts. And we're very happy na nasa semis na kami. And yan.
And Majoy, what can we expect more from the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers coming this semifinals?
Of course, you can expect na mas magiging aggressive pa kami since every game nag-i-improve kami as a team and we're working sa mga weaknesses namin. Coming to the semis, kailangan mas pa-peak pa kami.
And we see that improvements. Kaya naman talagang nakaka-excite makita yung mga peak nila for the semifinals. So may gusto ka bang batiin, Majoy?
Of course, binabati ko yung family and friends ko sa Tarlac. Yung mom ni Ate Myla, Miss Zenaida, Pablo, hello po. And to all of the F2 fans, thank you po sa mga support nyo. Hi kay Coach Ramil, Sir Eri, Tito Bomboy. Thank you for the support po.
Thank you very much. Congratulations again to the rest of the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. More PM games await, so let's go back to the panel.
Thank you, Alexis. Congratulations, Majoy. The 4th win of F2, and more importantly, a win that catapults them into the semifinals. They wait for, you know, the matchup, whether it, obviously on the other side, there's Creamline, they're waiting for PLDT and Cherry Tigo, while on their side, Pool B, they're waiting for Signal or Choco Mucho. Petrogas not in play anymore, but will be in play in terms of classification. The proud team that they are, they don't want to drop, obviously, because they are a champion team, talking about Petrogas Angels. But they flowed in this game, talking about F2 over Photon.
No, F2, we just saw a lot of aggressiveness and discipline from them, showing a lot of clean execution, being organized from their defensive pattern and their offensive system. And as we take a look at the numbers, they dominated the attack department with 46 against the 30 of Photon. Both teams having a good blocking day, but then F2 getting more of the soft touches today. And it was really the serving of the F2 Logistics that slowed down and made Photon really work today. They have 6 aces against the 3 of Photon, and Photon just committing more errors with 14 against the 9 of F2 Logistics.
And of course, it's not just the serving, but the targets that they had today. They zeroed in on those weapons, including Daps, including Shaya, and they win in 3 sets, 25-18, 25-18, 25-14. That's what happened in the second game. Our first game was Akari winning in 5 sets over Jerflor, while later on, Cherry Tigo crossovers and PLDT high-speed hitters still to come. Not after, or not before rather, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans and the Signal HD Spikers. For Alexis Tinsay, Ayel Estaniero, I'm Boom Gonzalez. This is the PVL on Pilipinas Live.
So pag ipapakilala ko talaga yung team natin, ito pala yung family ko.
Ito lang ulit yung team na nagtiwala sa kakayahan ko.
Never kang mag-give up or mag-hesitate sa self mo. Kasi yung ibang tao naniniwala sa'yo. So parang ikaw, kailangan mo lang maniwala din.